What's up, guys? Drone worship in your face. I occasionally like to make my own beef jerky. And while we were up in Alabama, I think we were in Foley, Alabama, we ran across a place called the Jerky Outlet. And they had tons and tons of beef jerky. I myself am a major fan of beef jerky. I've been making it my whole life. I normally make it the simple way. I decided to go kind of like buck rub seasoning and spices route this time. So we actually picked up one of their jerky variety packs. This makes 15 pounds of beef jerky. Today we're going to make like 2.5 pounds, okay? I chose to start off with peppered. It's very easy to make your own jerky, guys. A lot of people don't know that jerky is basically raw meat. It's not cooked at all. So I've got everything, all the essentials out here. I'm going to walk you through the steps. If you decide to buy a jerky kit, I decided to walk you through the steps of how to make it. You are going to need some very specific items. If you're not using an oven, you're not air drying, I am going to be using a dehydrator, so I'm going to show you how I do that. I've had a dehydrator now for like 6 or 7 years. I love making my own jerky, so let's get started here. Check it out. So guys, to get started, you're going to use some very lean cuts of steak. I went ahead and picked up some sirloin, cut this open. We're going to take these out. I'm going to individually cut each of these in half, okay? So we're going to start with this one. We're going to cut them in half, and that's the only amount of cutting that I'm doing. Once we're cut, we're going to start mixing up the mixes here. So I am making 2 whole bags of this. The reason I'm cutting them is so that it makes it a little easier to dry them out.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day. I like to love you.
2.5 pounds of steak. Beautiful. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take half, because these make 5 pounds, we're going to take half of both of these packs, put them in there, add a half a cup of water. If you were doing both packs with a full 5-pound batch, then you would add both of these and mix them up. So we're doing a half a cup of water and half a pack each. So we're going to go ahead and get these out, get all the seasoning to the lowest point. That way I can use these to make another batch later on. See if we can get it all the way out. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that smells good. You have no idea. Alright, so looks like we're dumping to about right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to roll this up real nice and tight. Put this on the shelf. Make sure there's no moisture in there. Excellent. Now it's time for the curing agent. Drop that down. Peel off the top. Open it up. Choose half of it here. Alright, I got half. Beautiful. There we go. Half. Half. Pinch it off. What we're going to do is add our half a cup of water. Stir this up real good. And we're going to put our meat in here with it. There you go, guys. Let's have a look at what's going on inside of here. Curing agent. Ooh, it smells good. It smells nice and smoked. Just make sure it's stirred around real good. Now we're going to go ahead and drop our meat in here. Make sure that we keep pushing it down so it keeps raising up. If I have to, I'll go grab another container. I'm hoping this one finishes. Doesn't look like it's going to. If I have to, I'll grab another one. We may be able to fit it all in here. Might be able to. Excellent. It's like we were able to get it all in. Okay. Beautiful. Got a little juice shot out there. This is going to have to sit and cure now in this, okay, for around 8 to 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and cure it for 24 hours. So, this is where the video is going to end for now. And I will see you guys in 24 hours. After this is done, all I have to do is remove this from here. By the way, this goes in your refrigerator. I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on. I'm going to go refrigerate all this. So this is 2.5 pounds, okay? This is going to go in the refrigerator for 24 hours and marinate. Then it's going to be taken out of there. I'm going to go ahead and fill these racks. And then we're going to leave this on for probably close to 24 hours. So making jerky is not a quick thing. It's not meant to be fast, but you want to make sure that all the meat is done correctly so this ends up tasting really good. So I'll see you guys in 24 hours. Alright guys, it's had 24 hours to cure. It smells amazing. The meat went from red to brown. It smells fantastic. So we're going to do, take these gigantic cutlets I've made. We're going to go ahead and make sure they're nice and covered. We're going to place them on the rack here. Racks. And we put the lid on top. We turn it on. And we play the waiting game. I'll see you guys in like 18 hours. Alright guys, we're getting ready to brush some of the juice back on here again. It's been about 12 hours. These were very thick pieces. They're coming along excellent. But it's time to batter them up a bit, put some more seasoning on here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me get this over here so you guys can see. So all the pepper and stuff has kind of made its way down to the bottom of this container. So all I'm going to do is get it all nice and peppered up. Get it all over these meat sticks again. Nice fresh pepper. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful thing, guys. Ooh. Well, I'm going to do the rest just like that, and then we're going to let it sit for some more time. The ideal jerky is complete when you can bend it a little bit and then it starts to break. That's when it's ideally done. So we're getting closer. Okay guys, these have been on for a while. They should be pretty much dried. I'm going to go through and we're going to do the crack test, which is actually, these look very good. They look amazing. So basically, when you want to tell if jerky is done, you give it a bit of a bend, and if you see it start to break, right, it's pretty much done. So this piece actually needs a little bit longer because it's not quite breaking. It should start to break the thresh and you should see some strings. So this piece needs a little bit longer. Some of your smaller stuff like this probably will be finished. There you go. This is breaking into strands. This piece is done. So, Ziploc bag. And that's basically all you do. Just keep going until they start breaking slowly but surely. Okay, so we're going to move to the smaller rack here on the bottom. Put this right here. Go through them. This piece is probably done. See if I can show you one break up close. There you go. You see how it's breaking and there's little strings and strands? That's exactly how it should look. Let's give this one a test here. This one needs a little longer. This piece is pretty thin here, so this should probably break and be almost ready. Yep, there we go. We got strands. Strands is good. So just to tear one apart so you guys can see. There you go. Pretty good. Pretty good. See if any of these others can be calculated at all. Not quite. This piece is done. It's pretty thin. Those other pieces are probably going to remain on here for another, at least, I would say at least another 6 hours before I take some of these thicker pieces off. But some of these smaller pieces, you don't want them to over dry, so there you go. Breaks and strands. It's good to go. So these thick pieces still need to remain on here. Excellent. Excellent. A little bit longer on that one. And just keep testing them every once in a while. This one's most likely done. Bam, strands. We got strands. Good to go. A little thick. A little longer. This is a pretty thin piece right here. It's a little thick but thin at the same time. We'll see here. Well, we'll leave that one on there a little bit longer. Alright. So, still got a little bit left, but we do have some finalized pieces here. And that's pretty much how you make jerky. It's fairly easy. That's with the variety pack. We chose to do peppered this time. So, like I said, you know when they're done because when you bend them, they should start breaking. And you should see little strings and strands coming through. That's when you know the piece of jerky is done. So, we've got a few finished pieces here. I'm going to take these to work, hand a few of them out. We're going to have a little bit of fun. That's how to make beef jerky. I'm out. TDB.